We should be good to go.
Okay,
All
perfect.
right.
So yeah,
Welcome everybody to our AMA, first AMA in a few weeks actually. I know you guys have been sticking with us and it's been a grind getting this new skill out. So Luke, how about you for anybody that's new to the server, why don't you give a little intro?
yeah. Okay, so I guess I will start telling you guys just like a bit about like who we are, what we're building, and like just how this all pieces in together with what you've seen, what you've been playing, and like what our actual mission is here. So we're building Pixels. I don't know if you guys have figured that out by now, but the product is called Pixels. And what we're building here is we're building a play to earn MMO. We've been telling people that we're building the next generation of play to earn technology. Play to earn is this new awesome space that's been popping up in Web3. I'm sure you guys are all following this project because you're like somewhat familiar with Play to Earn. The leader in the space right now is Axie Infinity, and we think they're doing so many awesome things. We also think there's plenty of room for another player to come in and kind of expand upon Play to Earn. So what we're building here, and like what the real vision is we're trying to build an MMO that's more similar to RuneScape, more similar to World of Warcraft, but a bit more casual. We're kind of calling it Animal Crossing for NFTs or Stardew Valley for your NFTs. So we have this like really grand vision of doing that. But we're a pretty experienced tech team. We're pretty used to building products. The number one rule of building product and moving forward is scoping down what you're trying to build. So that's why we've been building all these farming features. And that's what we just released to you guys as well too. And basically, this is gonna be the first vertical slice of this MMO that we're building. So the intention is over the next couple of weeks, or actually next couple of months, to continue to build out this like set of farming features. This will be our main core product. But we're expanding and going to be adding more features eventually beyond this. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to create a whole economy based around these plots of land, with farming being like the whole building block of this economy, where farming will be like one of the key elements of getting like food, getting energy, and like moving around this whole pixelverse economy that we're creating. So high level like overview of what we're doing, building a play there in MMO. We're in a really, really good tech position to do this. We already have all the core technology built before Mint, which is unheard of in this space. I know you guys know that. And I know even if our product's like a bit buggy right now, or there are like some tiny issues, this is like the actual tech that we're moving forward with. It's really just polishing it up and ironing out some details, but it's not like other projects where they have faked or just like done some like smoke and mirrors to get the tech out to people. This is real MMO tech that we are like showing you guys. It's like backed by Kubernetes. It's scalable. It's like we have an awesome dev team and like a lot of experience building and moving products. So that's kind of what we're up to, who we are, and like where we're going. Alex has like some more questions lined up. The format of this will be just like a few prepared questions just to give you like an overview of what's going on, and then some open-ended questions for you guys.
Yeah, so like Luke said, this is a deep platform that we've been building for over a year now. It's going on 2 years, and we really have the backbone to build out an awesome game for you guys, and we're really exciting. So Luke, we just released farming, and obviously there's a lot of questions around that. Can you kind of break down farming for everybody that's new to the server?
Yeah. So again, we have this vision of building an MMO. We're going with like a vertical slice model of game development where we build out one set of features at a time. We felt like farming translated really, really well to blockchain concepts and the play to earn concept in general, where it's like something that's like a bit passive that you can do and still pretty fun. I'm actually like a huge fan of Stardew Valley, and that's where we're taking a lot of the inspiration of these game mechanics from. We've been told from our mentors and like everybody else who's like in this industry, just like take what works and translate or change like one or two things about the game that works into like this new format. So that's what we're kind of doing. We're taking heavy inspiration from Stardew Valley or Animal Crossing to come out with these first concepts. And if you see like our UI is inspired by them a lot, we're basically building like a blockchain version of Stardew Valley really early on. And that's why we release these farming skills. Basically, it's a skill that you can be doing every single day. It gets you engaged with our platform. I think it's pretty fun. And like the first parts of it are just coming out now. What you guys have seen is just the planting mechanics, the harvesting mechanics, and all of that. What's coming out next or later this week is we're adding more Stardew Valley like features. For example, we're adding a store where you're actually going to be able to sell the like pot berries and the other like fruits and berries that you own. And you'll actually be able to sell them for things like more fertilizer, other types of seeds, and other types of plants. So it'll be like a bit more variation right away. Our engine's set up to like get that going really, really quickly. Um, And then yeah, what's coming up after that is in several months or in like the next couple of months, basically we're like focusing on building out these game mechanics, making sure they're fun to play, making sure you guys are coming back to the game for the game, and then we're blockchain backing all of this. So that's kind of the intention behind it. We are coming out with like a lot of mechanics around that and land ownership, which we'll touch on also as well. Anything else that we should touch on in farming, Alex?
Yeah, no, there's just some cool things around farming that are coming out. Like you guys will see a bunch of custom animations coming in. I don't know if you guys had a chance to check out the wiki yet, but we break down a little more in detail what's going on with all these mechanics. Everybody involved is pretty attentive to their crops, but your crops can actually die if you leave them for a couple days. So there's some different mechanics that you guys haven't seen yet, and some new like aesthetically pleasing stuff going on. So I'm excited for you guys to see all that. We also have a couple concerns around farming. Obviously, you guys are see like certain times your crops may not grow exactly how you're expecting. And just so you guys know, we're fully aware of all your bugs. We have a backlog that we're working down, and we'll get everything up and running smoothly for you guys as soon as possible. Luke, do you want to speak to that at all?
Yeah. So I guess like number one, we'll just hop into like the play to mint and all of those mechanics right now too. Like what this mint gets you, like what are the rules, and like more about the farmland. So I guess we'll start high level, like what this farmland is going to get you, and then move more into the mechanics of the play to mint really quickly. So we're dropping farmland on January 31st. That date's coming up really quickly. We have like a bunch of partners that we're working with to accelerate like amplification, community building, and all of that. We feel like pretty well positioned to mint out. And with that being said, the intention behind this mint is to make sure it's as fair as possible for you and also as fun as possible for you guys. We're doing a play to mint because really, like, we know we'll mint out. Now it's like moving on to more so getting the land into the right people's hands. We don't want this like land that we're dropping in the hands of whales who don't care about our game, who don't see the vision that you guys see, and who aren't like interested in playing the game. And that's why we want to do this play to mint. So basically, like if you guys care about it so much, and you guys are like putting in the work to get these points, there's a high chance that you'll get whitelisted just from the play to mint. Otherwise, like we'll see you. We'll work on other mechanisms. The intention is really like we want you guys who care so much and are asking so much about like how do we get whitelisted, how do we mint, how do we do all of that. Like you guys are the people that we want minting our land. So just keep that in mind. We're very aware of that, and we'll like make it work. The intention is for this to be a fun experience, and if you're not having fun, if you're stressed about it, that's not what we want. But yeah, so that's like a bit on the play to mint. Here's a bit about like the land and what that's going to get you. So basically, we're dropping this land in less than 2 weeks, which is crazy. We've been working so hard on this farming feature and all of this engine work to get this ready for you guys. So the intention is to get utility out to your land and get you guys using the land as soon as possible. You might have seen some other land projects just drop an NFT and like drop this land. It's gone up way in price over like the course of like a week and then dropped significantly. What we've seen is like with these land drops is that they are so far away from actually making their land usable, even if they're pitching to you guys that like there's so much functionality that's going to come behind this land. As you guys can see, this is really hard tech to build. We're at an advantage because we've been building this for a year and a half. We were a different product before that we pivoted into this, and we had this huge technical advantage to get you guys these plots of land actually being used within a week or two after launch. Basically, all the tech is ready. The farmland that you guys are on, like that's all backed by Kubernetes. This is like really scalable, like ready tech. It's just going to be basically making it so we can actually have 5,000 servers running at once. So that's going to involve us working with Google Cloud pretty soon, making sure we're prepped and scaled. But there's no like code that we have to change. That's all written. Like your land will be ready to use like within a week or two after this land drop. So that's super exciting. What that actually means though is like we have so many cool features that like we haven't even really told people about. Because like part of them were like backed in our old products, like the spatial video chat. Some of them like you just can't see yet because they're only going to be for landowners and none of you actually own the land yet. But with this land, we have world building features that are already built out. How we build these maps that you guys play in right now, we use world builders. None of this is hard coded. I can just have like designers or game artists or like literally anybody can just build out maps. If you purchase our NFT, you're gonna get access to that right away. Where you're actually gonna be able to like customize the land that you own, change it how you want, change out the look completely, and you're also gonna be able to place down these farm plots that you guys have been farming on, so you can have your own farm and set it up in the way that you want. Really exciting stuff with that. And then there's also gonna be a couple of other interesting features that we ship in day one too, like spatial video chat. So you will be able to turn on or off, whether you like it or not, or based on your preference. If you want spatial video chat turned on, that's basically this feature where if you want to include it, if you have it on, when you walk up to people in the game, it'll turn video chat on and it'll start video chat conversations with them. If you walk too far away from it, it'll start video chats with other people. We've had NFT communities or just other communities in general use this as meetups, use this as a place to hang out. You can also make it audio only. So that's like spatial audio rather than spatial video. Like it'll be a pretty versatile use of this land for like a community that you might be having. Another feature that we're adding also is once we blockchain back more of these mechanics, we're gonna have like revenue sharing from these farms. So basically, if you own a piece of land, you don't have time to farm, you can invite other people onto your farm where like they'll be able to like use your plots of land. It's instanced to each player, so it won't stop you from farming. But when they harvest from it, you'll get some of their harvest. So it's like kind of a way to passively earn while you're on this land. And then the last thing we're adding to that, which not the last, but like one of the other key points, is centered around like mint gating. So we're also adding in features that will make it so that you can like only have certain addresses able to access your land, or you can open it up to everybody, or you can mint gate your land to a certain NFT collection. So if you buy this land and you only want some people to come onto it, you can say, hey, I have a Pixel Beast. This like land is for my Pixel Beast. You can make it so that only Pixel Beast will be able to come onto your land. So it can be really like a community spot for you guys. It's really up to you. This will all be customizable, and this will all be out of the box within like a week or two of drop. After we drop this land, this is already built. This is already ready to go. There might be a few hiccups, but yeah, that's just like something that we can offer to you guys really, really soon. So that's all super exciting.
Yeah, we're so excited to get you guys out this land. We've had companies like Uber and Probable Rippling. We've had really big companies on this platform because they need to be able to use this tech and trust this tech. So we're excited to get it out to the broader public now, and we're having so much fun prepping all this stuff for you guys. Luke, we have so much on the roadmap, so many new skills, content, everything that's coming out in the next few months. We obviously announced that we have a little funding, and we're also hiring. So do you want to talk about either of those topics a little bit?
Yeah. So we made a decision to raise some venture capital. I think that's like, it's a mixed signal sometimes in this space where some people like it, some people don't. We think it's a huge advantage to us. This space is extremely difficult to break into. And there's a lot of things you need to figure out when you're like moving into this space. So our intention when we were like raising this capital was to be like really, really focused on value add and making sure that we had players who are going to help us get to the next level, help us become like the next Axie or the next Sandbox, rather than just like a 10,000 PFP project. And we have the right partners to do that now. I'm really excited to like announce them. I'm super excited to be working with them, and we're moving forward. So we brought on a round of strategic angels. Like some of the notable people on this round include the CEO of Rotten Tomatoes, the CEO of Fitbit, the CEO of Twitch, the CEO of Crunchyroll, like some really high profile angels who can help us like move forward. And then we have like a couple of other people joining the round as well. We have Animoca Brands committed. They haven't actually like finalized everything, but they're like supposed to be the lead investor. Animoca Brands is behind Sandbox VR. We'll like announce when that's officially closed, but they're like signing things now. Money should be like hitting our bank pretty soon. That should be all like wrapped up and closed. But we're super excited to get involved with them. Just the like possibility of that. Like we basically couldn't have a better partner than Animoca. So the future and possibility of that is like super exciting. If you don't know who they are, they're behind Sandbox with a mana token. And basically we have like the pieces in place to really blow up this project, get the right advice, and move forward in like really strategic and awesome ways that we wouldn't be able to without raising capital. And this capital also gives us time to figure out like a long-term play here, which is dropping our token. So all of this play to earn stuff, all of this land drop is going to be centered around a token eventually. As you see when you're playing this game, and as you've like gone through these quests, you've earned a bit of coins. Eventually, these coins will be blockchain backed. These will be like a coin that we actually drop, and that's kind of the long term play of what this company or what this like project is doing. We're building an economy around these coins. Farming will be super central to that. Basically, how you'll get coins is by selling crops back and forth to shops. But yeah, the intention is we're going to be blockchain backing this coin, and we want to make sure that we get this right. So we didn't want to rush dropping a token. We want to make sure that we get it really, really nailed down. And the intention is basically to take like a couple months, making sure that we have gameplay mechanics that people are coming back to for the game. Basically, like focusing on the demand side of our token rather than the supply side. Side note, a lot of the games in this space do really, really wonky stuff with their supply side of their tokens. They like do like really deflationary token manipulation, or like they're really artificially scarce. One of like the theses that we raised on was we want to be really contrary to that. We think the best way to create value for a token or create value for an economy is focusing on the demand side, which sounds so obvious, but that's not what a lot of people in this space are doing. The intention is basically to like focus on the demand side of a token by making a game that people enjoy playing. And I think we're on our way there. I think you guys like this. You guys harass us enough in a good way where I think you guys really care about this. And I think that's like where we're headed to. And that's like the long-term play. That's how we make this sustainable. And that's the vision here. We're trying to do everything right. We're trying to do everything organically, and we're trying to do everything with long-term sustainability in mind. And that's why we've been a bit slower to grow. We're not like particularly worried about like paying for Twitter followers, paying for Discord followers. We want everything to be real and legit because we're in this for the long term. And we have like the resources and backing to do that. So super exciting stuff coming up on that. And yeah, we're so excited to be a part of this with you guys. The awesome thing about play to earn is if we win, you guys win. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, so that's kind of the investor side of things. And just to mention really quick, we do have open positions. I think they're in our announcement channel.
Yeah. So on that note, if you guys see, you guys obviously see, we are desperately strapped for development help. I'm basically going myself full time into hiring mode over the next couple of weeks, and we're trying to find some of the best like blockchain developers and JavaScript developers that we can. Our intention, just from like the use of team funds, is we want to keep our team small and keep it really talented. We're working with people to like fill in these positions. So if you guys know anybody, we're offering a 1 Ethereum bounty to whoever refers us like the right person for the job. This development team needs to grow so we can like start polishing things out, fixing things up. Your minds will be blown if you know like how much we've done with so little developers right now. There's just one developer. That's the reality. So we're growing and like moving really soon. Team's about to expand, and we're pretty excited about it.
Yeah, we raised enough money to bring on a very talented team, offer competitive rates. So if you guys know anybody, we would love for you guys to connect us with them. You can reach out to Luke or I directly through our DMs, post in the channel. We'll get to you guys. And then I think that about wraps it up. You got anything else, Luke? I know we're gonna enter some Q&A in a second.
Yeah, I think that's about it. Totally down to open up the questions now, guys. You can just answer or ask anything in the general channel. Like we're going in with the mindset of just being like completely transparent. We'll answer anything, like literally any question you have. We're not hiding any information. We're not hiding any numbers. The goal is actually to become a DAO in the long term. So we kind of want to be building and like creating this with that mindset of just being like very transparent, very open, and like kind of with the mindset of this being your game. Like this is your game in the end of the day. Like this game is nothing without you guys, and we're basically just building the game for you. So like that's the kind of partnership and like relationship I want with all of our players, with you guys having that mindset. So yeah, feel free to ask questions.
Feel free to raise your hand too. We can bring you up on stage
Yeah,
or go
love
ahead and
to.
ask them in the general chat. I actually have raise your hand on for once, so we can allow requests from everybody.
Yeah, so where's the lo-fi music from? I can send the mix I created. I actually created the mix over just like lo-fi music I found online. I had to listen to like that stupid game music before for so long. Um, where like I just needed to get better lo-fi music in the game than that. Um, Another question. Could you share how big the seed round was? Yes. So we raised $2.5 million. Very strategic capital. That's gonna be more than this NFT land drop makes us. So we're in a good position where like the NFT drop that we're doing obviously will like give us some funds to continue to build out the project. We're not reliant on those funds. It's just like a nice to have, and it'll like help us build out the team a bit more, flush it out more. And then the real intention is just getting people involved and invested in what we're doing. So that's why we're not making the floor price too big or the initial like mint price too big on the mint as well either. We're just going to go 0.07 ETH. We want it to be affordable. We want like people to get in. The intention is like not to like, yeah, we're not trying to like make like tons and tons of money off this mint. It's just like maybe a good amount of funding for us to like polish it out more. But it's more about getting you guys involved.
Desktop only. I don't think that was in question of this, but yes, we are currently desktop only, but we are working on getting our mobile back up and running. So stay tuned, guys.
Yeah, we had mobile for a long time. It's like so close to being ready. It's just like we have to make some dev choices while we're like strapped on capacity. As soon as we get more engineers, that's actually like super easy for us to get back in.
Check. We'll wait
Any
a
more
little
questions?
longer.
I know. Yeah, no, I know you guys have some. And what about like how's your day going, Luke? Or like how you doing? How you holding in there, Luke? Like, come on.
Honestly, this is a 50
I'm
people in
fine.
this.
I'm doing so fine, guys.
Luke has slept a lot. Lots,
Yeah,
lots.
yeah, I've totally been sleeping.
Uh, yeah, we're excited to polish this farming up more for you guys, but I'm already having fun on it. Animations will make it a lot cooler, and we're just
Yeah.
dropping more crops for you guys to vary the growing times and everything. I can't believe we have
Yeah.
53 people in here.
Yeah. Okay. What's the broader system beyond farming going to look like? Do you have anything that you can share? Yeah. So the broader system beyond farming is we're basically building an MMO like RuneScape. And we're going to be building out one skill at a time. So this is the first skill, farming. Next will be something either like mining, or maybe it's going to be combat. It'll be like one of those two. But the long term vision is like building out skill after skill after skill, having like a very interconnected like system of skills and an economy of items, just like RuneScape or an MMO that you would expect to be like. Um, how many engineers do you plan on hiring? We're probably trying to bring on 3 to 4. Again, like we're trying to bring on only the best talent. Will the land be generative or uniform? The land will be
Wait,
like
skip the
most
best
uniform.
question.
What? How are you guys so cool? It's tough. It's tough. um, will the land be generative or uniform? We're gonna come out with 2 pieces of land, I think. Alex can confirm that. I think we're just doing small and large, and then there'll be like some other traits on top of the land. But right
Yeah,
away, we're
yeah.
probably only going to be using 2 of them, just small and large.
In terms of size, small and large are going to be the two different land traits you have, and that's basically tiles available for you to customize.
Yeah. What are your development goals before the land drop in a few weeks? Yes, we're coming out with a bunch of features in the meantime still too.
It
We've
is
already
11
done all
days
the engine
away.
work. It's 11 days away. It's not gonna be too many features. You're right. We have to be like a bit realistic, but we can come out. I'm always so
Yeah.
aggressive. I love getting you guys new stuff where I just think it's so fun to like see your reactions and stuff like that. First thing we're gonna get out is a shop where you can sell the pot berries that you like grew and get some coins and be able to buy more fertilizer and different types of seeds. So that's like the one big feature that's coming out before drop, basically, which will give you guys a lot more content and other things to farm. And it's
Or
not too
do
much dev
or do
work
you
on our end.
hodl do you hodl the coins? Do you hodl the fertilizer? We don't know. We don't know which is going to be the most valuable. You are rolling the
Exactly,
dice.
exactly. Are you going to be able to
Um,
bake or make items with the farmed items? Yeah, so we're going to be adding more skills eventually. Right now, it's just going to be Stardew Valley, like where it's just the farming aspect. That's going to come. That's like maybe a bit
They'll be
away. Can you
cooking
repeat?
for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Can you repeat mint price and max per wallet? So we're thinking 0.07 ETH, and then 3 per wallet. We're gonna finalize that today. Basically, what we're doing today is we're coming out with like a website page where like all the information will be there, all that stuff. Can we link the worlds together? Say I normally work with a group and we all have land. Yes. You'll be able to add links just like those portals that we had on our land today, like how you can get to the farm right now. You'll be able to add a portal to go to other people's lands. Um, so you're essentially building a player-driven economy from the ground up. Yes, Shade, that's kind of like what we're building, and that's kind of what we raise money doing. So basically, it is interesting. The core of our product is not really a game. The core of our product is actually a game economy. And the game is just kind of a mechanism to draw demand for the token and draw demand for all the assets that we create. Will there be free to play and members type splits? Okay, so accessibility is a huge like priority for us going forward. That means making it so that people can play this game without putting too much money into it, or not having to put money into it at all. I want that to be a core concept of what we're building all the way, and I think that's what Axie Infinity is doing really wrong. So it'll be free to play in a way where it'll be like play to earn, but like no upfront cost basically. Where you'll be able to get to, like we'll subsidize all gas, we'll subsidize like all the costs associated with it. And how we can do that is we're building like layer one on Ethereum, like big NFT land, like big drops like the NFT, the farmland NFT will be on Ethereum. But then like other game mechanics will be either on Polygon or Avalanche. We're still like finalizing that. So we'll be able to subsidize like a lot of the costs basically. We're gonna make it so that like even if you don't have an NFT that we own, you'll be able to access any feature. You might just get less out of it. When the leaderboard update, boss? I'm sorry. There's just one script I have to run to update the leaderboard. We're tracking all of your points. Your ranks just aren't accurate right now. That will get updated pretty quickly. I'll do this right after the AMA because people keep asking. I need to get like a better system out for this. What types of crops do you like to eat? I don't know how to answer that. I eat chicken and broccoli for every single meal.
Wait, Meet Merp. Please make my ape into one of those things. Like I just had to get that out there.
That is sick. If you buy 2 to 3 pieces of land, can they be next to each other? Think about the lands as like different dimensions, basically, where like you'll be able to link them together with a link and hop between them.
We get more plots before land drops.
Is there a way to put a store that sells tangible items? So what's actually interesting is in our world builder, you can actually like add like links to objects. You can add like hover text and stuff like that. Our world builder is really built out. You can add YouTube videos to like a building, like we have like TVs and stuff like that where you can like add a YouTube link or a Twitch link or something like that. People have thought about adding like stores and stuff. I haven't seen that use case, but that's actually very possible if you want to have a store that sells real tangible items. Is there a black market for crops?
No, but there is for shears.
Yeah, there's the shears. Did you hear Whitelist can mint up to 3 plots? Yes, you did hear that. That is the plan going forward.
2
We'll
or
like
3.
finalize that and like, yeah, we'll have that in writing today, so that everybody knows and is transparent. So yes, honestly, like expect the whitelist to like mint out, but if it doesn't, then it'll be open. Okay, so owning the NFT will create increased play to earning. Yes, that's correct. So that's like a big incentive to own these NFTs in the land. Basically, you'll get control over like how much of the profits you get. So obviously, if you're farming on your own land, you'll get 100% of the profits on your own land. If you farm on somebody else's land, it's kind of up to them. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to add like a setting where you can choose who comes onto your land, and you'll like choose a percentage that you want to give the people of what they farm. And we'll also like have our own setting on the public land that we offer, like 10 to 20% of like what we keep or takes. Like we'll give like players 80% of what they farm, just like set like a fair market rate. But perhaps you like upgraded your land so your land is better, or perhaps like people just want to get on your land more, so the earning potential is a bit higher. Yeah, that's a possibility. So yes, owning land will increase the play to earn. That's kind of an incentive to get in now.
I don't
What are
know if
some of
we'll
the
have to
teams?
stake or not. Sorry, go ahead, Luke.
No, No, no one will have to stake.
Yeah,
That's
there's
not
no
how this will have
staking.
to work. Luckily, no, because your land will get used. What are some of the team's favorite games? Alex was well, actually, me and Alex are both obsessed with RuneScape growing up, and we're taking like a lot of inspiration from that. I love the economy they built. I have an economics background and computer science background. I geek out in economics. I think RuneScape has like the most built out in-game economy out of any other product. I think it's so
And
cool.
except for the
Um,
past year since it's crashed to like 60%. But other than that, it was great.
other
I
than
still
that,
play the game, but watch the bank value
so
plummet.
yeah, so will it also be an ongoing project for adding other NFT characters as more projects come out? Yes, okay, so these NFT integrations that we've been doing, we were like a bit constrained by capital to get them in because we had to hire artists to do it, and we just have been taking on the cost. So if you guys aren't familiar with like how we integrate NFTs, basically like we don't charge NFT collections anything to do it, and sometimes we even just pay for the art because we just think it's like cool and it's like something that we should be doing, and like we really like the communities that like we bring on. So now that we have this funding, like that process is accelerating a lot. The goal is to get like hundreds in by the end of the year. Our system is really good where it takes us like 10 minutes of coding to integrate a new NFT integration, and it's like just basically getting it ready.
And just a little preview. I mean, we have Maurice, Chain Runner, Unchained, Crypto Cannabis, Billionaire Club, Zenapes, Dapper Dinos, Rugburn. We have over 30 collections in the pipeline already being prepped right now. You guys are going to see a ton of new characters in there, and they're all really fun. We're super excited. I think our goal is hundreds of collections this year, which means millions of possibilities of avatars you'll see on there. Super, super excited to see what this turns into.
Will it be possible to rent the plot or the pixel NFT itself, like in Critters? Okay, so that's why we're opening up the sharing. So like we think the Axie system of getting like Yield Guild involved in like renting out or like doing scholarships of their like Axies is like a really backwards way to go about solving this problem. And we just want to bake in features like that into the product where you don't have to rent anything out. Basically, if you let it sit there, there's potentially an incentive for people to like be using your land, and that's why we're offering these like reward sharing features. Will you have separate settings on your land for land or profit sharing, such as my friends and public people? I actually had never thought of that, but that's an interesting feature. We can like log that and see if that's possible. Do you know each other IRL? How/when did you meet? Yeah, me and Alex actually grew up together, which is funny. We've known each other for a very, very long time. Coinbase wallet integration coming soon. Yeah, so basically we're going to move our login from MetaMask only to login.xyz pretty soon, which will basically give you like any Ethereum login. How early are we? This project looks really, really cool, but I don't see lots of online hype about it. You guys are very early. That's why like we just raised capital, and that's why we're bringing on partners to help us market. We've been like heads down building products. And that's also like part of why we love play to earn, because if you guys get in on this early, you guys have incentive to hype this too. You guys have incentive to be like early promoters, and that like works out really well for us. We're working with some really big partners to like help amplify stuff too, though. So be on the lookout of that, and also just like note that we haven't paid for any promotion, we haven't paid for like any followers, we haven't paid for any members. Like everything you see here is real. Like look at our online users compared to other projects of like double the Discord numbers.
Quadruple.
It's like, yeah, it's like we have the same amount of like online Discord members as like communities triple our size. So just keep that in mind. Like we haven't paid for any of this. This is all real.
We purge out
Um,
bots.
yeah. Um, if you guys have an idea of a logo or something like that, you can wear on a hat. I'd want to make a hat, dude. I love your embroidering. We're actually about to go into a full rebrand also. So we think the branding right now is like okay. We want to really like up our branding and like just up our presence a bit. So we're putting in some money into a rebrand. It'll be
We're
like a
also
bit
going
more
to be
Web3 looking.
at Miami Hack Week. If anybody's going to be there.
Yes. Wait, yeah. Can we get a show of hands or like some reactions? Somebody make a yeah, post in there and like let's get a reaction on how many people are gonna be in Miami this week. We'll be at Miami Hack Week. This is actually gonna be fucking fun. I said that word. It's fine. So yeah, we'll be in Miami Hack Week. We're actually going to have like some social events there too. We're sponsoring Miami Hack Week. We are actually also doing like a in-person like boat event as some marketing for the launch. If you guys are going to be there, let us know. We'll like get you
Oh yeah,
guys
we're a
hooked up
Docs
with us.
team, so like we'll have these IRL opportunities. We'll probably go to certain crypto conferences and blockchain conferences and gaming conferences. So if you guys are ever at any of them, let us know.
Can you speak about partners with whom you're partnering with? Some clues. Yeah, for our marketing stuff, it's just like we're meeting with some really, or we've been working with some people who have like a lot of experience minting out projects with amplification, all of that. I don't know if you know their names, but you would know who they worked with. That's the thing. Also, guys, I'm telling you, if you care this much about the whitelist, you're going to make it. You don't have to like be you don't have to be secretive of it. If we get this whitelist minted out, we're all gonna win. You know, we'll make some incentive for you guys to share it. Maybe what we need to do is find ways to get you actually whitelisted already, so you don't have to worry about the competition aspect. Are you aiming to make this? Yeah. Are you aiming to make this an all ages community? Asking because of your comment after you score. Yeah. So we're trying to make this pretty casual. I shouldn't have swore. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna beat that out of the recording. But we do want to make this like a more casual, like probably like a PG to PG-13 environment. We definitely don't. So we've seen some competitors who are like going a
Party route.
no, please. Yeah, we've seen some. I think you guys know who you. We've seen the competitors who are going like more like drug based or party based, and I think that's like actually a pretty like not
Not
long term or
inclusive.
sustainable move, not a very inclusive move. So we really think this like more like affable or more like approachable branding is the right move.
Can you ping once I'll be updated? Maybe. Uh,
People who don't,
all right. Does
being on
anybody
Facebook.
raise their hand? Anybody want to come to stage? Anybody got any more questions? You can go and add it for 40 minutes
So
now.
you know, yeah, you can still play the game if your NFTs are unsupported, by the way. You just have to click enter game, and you'll just use one of our default avatars. And
Yeah,
that's kind of how
you sign in with your wallet and hit customize character. If
so
you
don't
hit
click
continue
continue as
as
guest.
guest, it won't save.
Yeah, you just need to click enter game, and we'll have your MetaMask information. Yes, we should take a snapshot of this Discord AMA. You know, let's I'm not promising anything, but we're gonna do something for some of you guys in this Discord AMA, I think. Again, that's not a promise, but that's a possibility. I
I
just
took a
took a
screenshot.
screenshot.
Okay. Well, I'll get this added to our documentation of our internal AMAs, so we'll be able to follow this.
Yeah. Well, now we have actual like whitelist spots to give out. Oh yeah. So again, on in terms of whitelist, guys, we're trying to be really transparent about it. We're giving out 3,000 whitelist spots. That's it. We will have like an entire breakdown of like where all of these spots are going, and like just to take a bit of the pressure off. So basically, we're giving out 750 whitelist spots to like partner projects who we think can accelerate the mint and like get involved. We're giving out 250 ourselves from Pixels, and then 2,000 through the Play to Mint. So only 3,000 whitelist spots are going to be given out. That's like the breakdown. And
Yeah, by the way, a lot of we'll take like internal whitelists for the team, but also for giveaways. So a portion of what we take in is going right back out to the community.
yeah, I guess that's like, if you guys have any more questions, let's do like a final round of questions. We'll talk to the team about what we do for this AMA. We might, yeah, we'll see. We'll do something, I think. What about the tokenomics?
White paper coming soon.
Yeah, I could talk about the tokenomics for days. We will get more onto that soon. The tokenomics are gonna be interesting because again, we're not going to focus on like deflationary tokenomics. Like I think the real long-term plays, like again, focusing on the demand side, focusing on like generating demand for a token based on making a good game, which is so silly, but it's just not what anybody else in this space is doing. Um, I heard Animoca before. Are you working with them? Yes. So yeah, Animoca is going to be a lead investor in our round. They haven't closed yet. We're still like finalizing that, but everything should be wrapping up within the next like day or so. Um, so that's super exciting. And then once we have that backing, things will accelerate a bit more.
All right. Well, if there's not any more questions, no more hand raise.
Yep, I think we'll end it. This should be recorded. We'll be posting a recording as well. We're also going to be doing another AMA for people in other time zones very, very soon.
When right?
When rate?
Soon.
You guys, we have the best trolls in Pixels. We have the best trolls. I I couldn't believe that. I thought, wait, did I mess up? Did I put a rake in the game?
We got up to
I was so
58
confused
people
by
on
that.
this.
Yeah. All
Awesome.
right.
So
I guess
excited to
it's
have
time
you
to go, guys.
guys. Yeah. We'll wrap it up
One big
there.
yeehaw. All right.
Farming for now. All right. Talk to you guys soon and watch out for our next AMA.